In this video, we'll be exploring the supertonic, a particularly influential degree of the diatonic scale. We'll discuss what the supertonic is, its function in the context of harmony, and why the supertonic is so effective as a melodic device. The supertonic is the second degree of the diatonic scale, so for context of this lesson, we'll be working in the key of C major, whereby in the C diatonic scale, the supertonic note is D. To understand the supertonic's musical impact, we should first explore the supertonic's harmonic role across the diatonic scale, and how it functions over each triad in the chromatic chord sequence. Over any chord in the chromatic sequence, the supertonic adds color without clashing against the chord's foundations or sounding dissonant. This makes the supertonic the least offensive and most universally complementing harmonic color in the scale. Over the first degree, it's the ninth. Over the second, it's the root. Over the third, it's the seventh. Over the fourth, it's the sixth. Over the fifth, it's the fifth. Over the sixth, it's the fourth, or the 11th. And over the seventh diminished triad, it's the third. This amount of harmonic consonance across the entire scale is unparalleled by any other note. The supertonic is the only diatonic note that functions so well in all contexts of the chromatic sequence. To further emphasize its musical impact, the supertonic is situated directly between two very stable foundational notes in the scale, the root and the third. In C major, these are C and E, both of which help make up the tonic triad as well as the relative minor A minor. Because of this positioning, the supertonic functions well as a melodic device, due to its ability to resolve tension simply by moving up or down one scale degree. This presents a plethora of songwriting opportunities that don't complicate chordal harmony or create dissonant melodic contours. For example, here is the chorus melody sung on Justin Timberlake's Can't Stop the Feeling. And here is the chorus melody sung on Daft Punk's Get Lucky featuring Pharrell Williams. To further this discussion of influence in pop music melody writing, the supertonic cleverly accentuates dominant harmony in a way that isn't confronting to contemporary audiences. This is achieved by the supertonic acting in place of dissonant scale degrees or chords to build dominant harmony. In a generalizing overview, pop music often doesn't utilize the 4th or 7th scale degrees in melodies. In C major, these notes are F and B. By omitting these notes, pop melodies often exclusively build from the major pentatonic scale, rather than the 4 major or minor scales. This scale consists of the degrees 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. In a broader pop music context, the 4th and 7th scale degrees are considered the most dissonant notes of the diatonic scale, because they are the most unstable. Stability in this case refers to notes that do not evoke tension with the anticipation for resolution to another note, i.e. notes that don't make you feel that you are being led home to another note. In this regard, the 4th anticipates resolution to the 5th, or the 3rd. The 7th in this case anticipates resolution to the octave. Within the major pentatonic scale, the 1st, 3rd, and 5th scale degrees are considered very stable because they build the tonic triad. In this way, they do not create tension with the anticipation to the resolution of another note. The 6th degree, at a glance, appears unstable due to its proximity to the 5th, seemingly creating anticipation of downward resolution. However, due to modern contemporary music regularly borrowing from the relative minor key, audiences have been conditioned to regard the 6th scale degree as stable, due to this note being the tonic of the relative minor scale. Due to this relationship, the 6th degree is now regarded nearly as stable as the 1st, 3rd, and 5th. So then this only leaves the 2nd degree of the major pentatonic scale to be explored, the supertonic. Due to its strong pull toward the tonic, being only a step above, the supertonic creates the most tonal tension within the scale. Though as previously mentioned, the supertonic also lends itself to the development of dominant harmony. This is harmony built over the 5th scale degree, a section of musical harmony with ubiquitous influence across almost all of Western music. Without the use of the 4th or 7th scale degrees, contemporary music relies on the supertonic to replace these notes to explore dominant harmony. To understand how the supertonic does this, first consider the dominant 5th chord. In C, this is G major. By utilizing the supertonic D, the 5th note in the G chord, in a melody above G, dominant harmony is emphasized. To further this discussion, let's extend our display of dominant harmony by coloring this G triad with a 7th, F, creating the ever-popular 5-7 chord pertinent to the widely celebrated 5-7-1 perfect cadence. By utilizing the supertonic in a melody above this chord, dominant harmony is further accentuated. In this way, frequent use of the supertonic allows pop melodies to accentuate dominant harmony without referencing the 4th or 7th scale degrees. After exploring the supertonic in such depth, it is clear why this note is so harmonically influential within the diatonic scale and why it is so effective as a melodic device.